Nick is with us. Nick is in Salt Lake City, Utah. Hi, Nick. How are you?
Good. How are you two?
Better than we deserve. How can we help?
Perfect. I'll try to make this brief. I'm trying to figure out if I should leave my toxic work environment
Yes.
and go to my old. Okay.
Tell us about your
tell
toxic
us your
work
story, but the
environment.
answer's
What's
yes.
toxic about it?
So, a little backstory. I had to come here to get benefits because my previous place didn't have any benefits, and so my family had a major crisis in our lives where my wife tried to take her life. Sorry.
That's okay, man.
So you had to take this job for the insurance so she could get the care that she needed?
Correct, yeah, because she had to go, when she was in the care, she was recommended to go to a psychiatrist, a therapist, for a minimum of 2 times a week. And we got it down to 1 time a week, but paying out of pocket was just going to be where we would have been homeless. And we have a 1-year-old, or he's about to be 1, and we just didn't see a solution for it.
How long ago was that?
In 2020, last year, it was around November, so a little over a year ago.
Hey, can I just stop you right here and applaud you for being a husband who loves his wife enough to do whatever it takes?
Thank you.
You're an impressive, brave man, and I'm proud to get to share a conversation with you, man. You quit a job that you liked in order to take a job that you had to take so that you could care for your family, and that's what people do in hard times, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
So it sounds like this new job provides medical benefits, but also is pretty awful too.
Yeah, so I took it because it was a higher paying job, and when we got the medical bill, it was very high where we're obviously in debt right now, and so that was the main reason for the benefits to pay for her therapy, as well as be able to pay for the medical bill just to get out of it. And
what do you make?
It's about a year's worth of salary. At this new place, I make about 78.
Doing what?
At the old place, engineering.
You're an engineer?
Yes.
Okay. And how old are you?
I am about to be 28.
So you've been licensed 3 years, 4 years?
No. So I just started working about 2.5 years ago. So we didn't know about you guys until
No, I'm asking how long you've been an engineer.
Oh yeah, for about 2.5 years only.
Okay, all right. And what's the problem at the new place? Define what toxic means in this case.
So anytime I get yelled at on a weekly basis, and there's been times where I've been yelled at in front of my colleagues and have been threatened that if I don't get it right, then I'm going to be out of here the next day.
Okay, let me stop you a second. Okay, are you being confronted about performance, or are you being yelled at with actual volume?
Yelled at with actual volume.
Okay.
Or yeah, I'm going to ask this directly and kind of it's hard. Is this you being like, it's hurting my feelings, or is this, no, dude, this dude's like getting all up in my face? Like if we were outside, there'd be a problem, kind of yelling at you.
Yeah, if we were outside, there'd be a problem. That's where I'm not sure what to do, because I can handle it and I can take it, but it's to the point where it's just becoming.
I would think there'd be a lot of engineering jobs in Salt Lake City that included medical benefits. Have you looked yet?
Yeah, I've looked at a couple of different areas and tried to apply to a few different places, and a lot of them are hiring, and I've had a couple of interviews with them. However, we're in a small town where if I were to go there, it's about a 45-minute commute to an hour commute for me to get to the other places that I'm interested in.
I can do that more than I can be yelled at, because my yelling button is fairly low.
Mine too.
One time.
I also can consider moving communities if I have to move a little bit closer to where I work.
Yeah.
Are y'all locked into this community that you're a part of right now?
Yeah, so we have a house. We bought it a couple of years ago, And so we do have a house, and the reason we're living where we are right now is because we have parents that are close by that can watch a little boy. Especially right now, since she's working part time, so we can try to pay off this debt and going to therapy. We're just both trying to pay it off as fast as we can.
Sure. I don't want you to lose your relationship or your sanity in the process. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta have to do something else. We just got to find out what. And it may be pick your poison. I'm picking I'll make a commute before I get yelled at. I'm going to keep looking and looking and looking and find something very soon, because it's not going to be long before I tell this guy to take this job and shove it.
Yeah. Okay.
Like 30 seconds. So because I'm a redneck, it's hard for me to put up with that stuff. I get all hillbilly on you. That ain't going to work. I don't do yelling, you know.
Man, I just thinking about you experiencing that.
Can you imagine? You know, we actually had a team member a while back, a few years ago, yell at one of our leaders here, and he fired him on the spot. And it's like, he goes, "Why are you firing me?" It's like, because we are civilized human beings in here. You know, you're done, you belligerent little twerp. And so, oh my God.
Yeah,
you know?
Man, your instinct and your guts are right. I'm with Dave. I would rather come home with integrity 30 minutes later every day. And what I mean by integrity, not browbeaten down and not exhausted and not hating my life.
But I do think that, you know, don't put too many constraints on this. There's no way to do this except in this other bad way.
Right.
There's, you know, sometimes if the only options I've got are two bad ones, that means I don't have enough options.
Right.
And so I want you to go keep looking and poking and looking and poking and looking and poking and find you something, or open up your own engineering thing on the side and drive Uber at night. I don't know, but you know, let's do something different very, very quickly. Like the end of January, you have a new job, Nick. That's what I'm prescribing. I'm telling you to go do that.
Okay, perfect.
Does that make sense? And you know, I don't care. It might be that you buy your own health insurance and you get paid $100 at the other place instead of $70.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I'd do that one too. I mean, I don't, you know, benefits are good, but they're not worth $60,000 a year. So, I mean, if you can make more money someplace else and you don't have a commute and you got to buy your own health insurance, have at it.
That's right. But your dignity doesn't have a price tag, brother.
Yeah, and just you know, boy, I mean, it's dignity. It's also just humanity. It's just, you know, we're just not gonna act like these. Who yells in the? And I mean, it's not like this is a ditch digging firm or something. I mean, this is an engineers. Who thinks they can get? I mean,
here's who thinks they can get away with it.
High paid white collar job.
Somebody who's gotten away with it.
Yeah, nobody ever.
Who hires brand new, newly certified engineers and
overpays them so he can abuse them.
Or possibly underpays them and runs them into the ground and gets what he wants, and they leave, and then he has his bad attitude and starts it over again.
Where are you going? Don't have any payments.
Not here. That's right. That's right. Somewhere else?
Not here, not today, Bubba. You are a confused individual. Oh, man.
But, hey, kudos, man, for doing the hard thing and quitting a job.
You're a stud, Nick.
Loving your wife and loving that little 1-year-old.
Throw your shoulders back, step into the next thing, because you're good at stepping into the next thing. You've done a good job with it. And, yeah, that place is not deserving of someone with as much character as you have, sir.